So, reflecting on Dr. Jones' allegory and her speech, discussion of the gardener's tale, what are my takeaways? I completely agree with her in the sense that we do have institutionalized racism and bias in this country. And I think it's very much an unfortunate result when you consider hundreds of years of slavery and only passing the Civil Rights Act 54 years ago. You're talking about a generation or two, and we can change the laws on the books, but the institutions can still reflect that bias when you've marginalized cultures, cultural groups, racial groups, ethnic groups. So not only do you have situations where certain ethnic groups are already behind the curve in the sense that they're dealing with poverty at a higher rate, dealing with levels of crime at a higher rate, and lower quality education, less access to health care, or access to less quality health care goes hand in hand with that. And then you factor in what she talked about personally mediated and internalized racism. And you see that very much occurring as well, where, very often the health promoters or providers kind of get caught up in some of those assumptions. And then the individuals kind of accept these and they become ingrained in their behavior. So I thought it was very well, very succinctly put, and I can't quibble with it in any way. In terms of, broader issues, I really felt like it dovetailed well with social cognitive theory, because you have this triadic interaction between personal, environmental, and behavior, and the way she discussed, institutional, and then individuals within those institutions, and then the affected individual themselves, and how this interaction perpetuates some of these racial stereotypes and assumptions. And the problem too is a lot of these aren't overt. A lot of times the people perpetuating them are not even aware that they're doing that. And I guess I could use myself as an example, kind of growing up in a predominantly white area. I know I had some assumptions that it wasn't until I got older and I got married to a person, of a different race or ethnicity that I started to realize some of these ingrained assumptions that were in me. Finally, my summation of the course, I've really enjoyed it. I think it's been great. It was great to get theoretical grounding. As I think I mentioned in my introduction, I've been out of an academic setting for quite some time. So when you're, a practitioner, with me, it's environmental health and safety, you're thinking very practically or empirically, and you're not thinking theoretically. So it's been great to get that theoretical grounding kind of back. And I think that will really enhance my work in a lot of ways, that I can think about these theories, and it will help me be a better problem solver when I confront issues in the workplace. So thank you very much to all of you. It's been great interacting virtually, and I hope that I continue to interact with you as we move through this program together.